Alright, the postman arrived and it brought in a nice new toy. Yep, it's the Hero 9. So, finally, after years, they've decided to give us a nice carrying case. Good job, GoPro. And inside, oh, we're packed full. We have a magnetic clip. That's going to be handy. A floaty mount. I don't know how much I'll use it, but it's nice to have it. And it definitely feels good. 2 batteries. I thought they would give me just 1. Well, this is a must. Mounts? Oh, that's a J-hook. Screws. And a normal mount. Okay, that's the usual stuff, but still more than usual. And now, the main bit. Okay, looks good. And the first thing we see, of course, is, well, it has a front-facing screen. And a lens protector. Look good. Definitely sturdy. More or less like the 8, but better. And yeah, it has a bigger screen. Okay, the door is in the usual place. Same positioning of the buttons. Same layout for the battery and SD card. Same prong feet. Yep, they wobble. This time though, the door is spring-loaded. Well, it makes it easier to close with a click. Yep, you look good. Well, if you bought this bundle now, this is all the stuff you'll get in the box. Quite a decent deal if you ask me. Morning everyone, how are you all doing? Me, so-and-so. I lost my Hero 8, so that's why I'm doing this review now, but what can you do? I'm fine. Really though, I'm okay, but if you do feel like supporting this channel so I can keep doing this kind of stuff, consider offering me a coffee in the link below. That's going to help me with the classic evening editing sessions that I do. Anyway, let's get into the review, but before that, let's slap a nice color grade on this stuff because much better. Yeah, that looked like crap. That, by the way, was the native white balance that I tried out today because, well, I never used it. I wanted to figure out if it gave me a little more to work with in the editing process. For now though, this is 5K. Everything is on auto, shutter speed, ISO settings. They are locked from 100 to 400 ISO because I'm in a relatively well-lit area, even though it's quite overcast today, but that's quite good actually because it gives me this nice even lighting all over. But maybe not so much for the GoPro. In fact, I'll see how the footage will look once I get deeper into the bush. Today, what I'm going to do is going to be very mountain bike centered. I'll do the classic mounts. Chin mount and chest mount to see if this stabilization actually does work for chest mounting, since that's also kind of an interesting view, but it's been quite underused since the release of this kind of camera that doesn't do very well with the movement of your body, but that can use the gimbal effect that your head gives quite well. So we'll be testing that out. Except of that, I'll do multiple runs on the same bit of unfinished trail because I want to see how well it absorbs bumps, and I'll put together super view, linear plus horizon leveling just to see. Anyway, too much babbling right now, so let's get on the trail and see how this stuff looks. Alright, this is my usual look and no surprises here. It's super smooth, it looks good, I can move around with my head and show you exactly what I want. So yeah, I'm happy with it, but let's slap a color grade on it and see what I can do with it. Yep, a little more contrast and it does the job. let's switch to the next one. Alright, this is always chin mounted, but this time it's linear and it has horizon leveling active. Now, it doesn't look bad, but it's way too narrow for my taste. I cannot really see the action, I can just see the trail ahead of me and not even all of it. Now, if I pointed the camera a little higher to not see my handlebars, it would be useful to shoot someone in front of me. Alright, we're back to super view and, well, this doesn't look bad, and whoa, that bump, okay, it absorbed it well. Now, this might be usable in some situations. It definitely feels a little too low for my tastes, but seeing the bike move in front of you like this could be nice in some occasions. Okay, next one. Oh yeah, well, okay, I have to say that chest mounted linear plus horizon leveling doesn't look as bad as chin mounted, but still everything feels a little too narrow for my taste. And actually, it also feels kind of too smooth for an action ride. Maybe I would like to see a little more movement. And now one final lap on the whole trail with my favorite setup, and that's helmet mounted on the chin and super view with all my usual settings that are right down below. So let's get going and I'll give you my final thoughts. Remember there? Branches in my face. Tree in the way. Nice little jump. Ooh. That will be a nice step up eventually. Nice. That's the end. Oh, nice. I brought some flares down with me. Whoop. Well, that's it for the testing. As you saw, the various modes have very distinct looks to them. Super view on the chin mount, well, that's my classic mount and still my favorite. Linear plus horizon leveling, that's a tough one. I would never use it personally if I had to do POV shots, but definitely a viable option if you're doing a follow cam. Not useful for much else when you're mounting the camera on yourself. As for the chest mount, that was quite a pleasant surprise. Now it is usable. The new Hypersmooth 3.0 definitely has an edge, and it can smooth out way better than the previous cameras could. So if you want to use it, use it. In my opinion, it's kind of a weird view. It's fine for brief shots, but you can control it well enough as you would with the camera mounted on your helmet. Is it worth buying? If you don't have an action camera and you have the cash, 100%. If you have the previous two generations, I would say to save your money, because the sensor is the same, the features are more or less the same. This one has just a few bells and whistles. One of them being the 5K that I'm using right now. Definitely good if you're doing this kind of vloggy type of videos, or if you want to pull the best quality out of the camera for more cinematic shots. If you want to deactivate Hypersmooth, start using cinematic shutter speeds and have a general idea of how to build more of a story-driven video. Well, that's it for my review of this little camera. I'm still sorry that I lost the old one, but what can you do? The show must go on. So, if you did like this, remember to like. If you didn't, dislike twice. But for anything else, subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see you on the next ride. Bye!
you.